Hi there, and welcome back. If you've been following this channel, you'll know that I've made a couple of videos about the Immaculate Grid. While it's not surprising that there are a lot of other people making similar YouTube videos, it has been interesting sampling from those other videos out there. There are a few I'd like to give shoutouts to. One is by Austin Cull, who has a channel called Fantasy Baseball on Deck. And he made a video that was really useful for those of you who, like me, struggle to fill out the grid. It contains a lot of useful pointers and ways to think about answering the questions. One of the takeaways I had is that when in doubt, guess Edwin Jackson, as he's apparently has played for about almost half of the current Major League Baseball teams. And the last that I'll make a call out to is Immaculate Pickle. So in addition to being really good at the Immaculate Grid, he also plays a game called MLB Pickle, which is like Wordle for baseball. While I won't take a look at that at today's video, I think it would be worth looking at in future videos. So check that one out too. But for today, yeah, I'm just going to play another grid to see what surprises it brings. But before that, I thought that I should propose, based on my last video, a Waylon Smithers variation to the grid. So for my last video, I introduced the idea of a Burns variation, which consists of players who played before one's own time. So if there's a Burns variation, that begs the question, shouldn't there be a Smithers variation? And of course there should be. In case you missed the references, the Burns variation is inspired by a Simpsons episode from 1992 called Homer at the Bat. And while this Burns variation consists of old players, if you remember from that episode, Smithers counters Burns' team of hot-stepping baseballers from the early 20th century and late 1800s with stars from the present day. And back then, the present day was 1992. So I think a reasonable Smithers alternative to the Burns variation would be filling the grid using only active players who played in the All-Star game. And then I would also suggest a golden Smithers scenario, which is a puzzle that consists only of players from Smithers' 1992 team. And if you don't remember, those players were Roger Clemens, Mike Scioscia, Don Mattingly, Steve Sax, Wade Boggs, Ozzie Smith, and Canseco, Griffey, and Strawberry in the outfield. While I don't really think that it's possible to have a puzzle that could fulfill the Golden Smithers, I haven't really thought it through, so that might be a topic of another video. But for now, let's take a look at today's puzzle. Okay, so here is the July 11th puzzle. It is All-Star Day in 2023, and I believe all the teams here made the playoffs last year. So, yeah, we should be able to do pretty good, hopefully. So if we look at the New York Mets, New York Yankees cross, I'm very excited because we can put in one player that would fulfill the Golden Smithers, which would be Darryl Strawberry. Boom. Okay. Let's see here. Any other possibilities? Mattingly would also fill in the Golden Smithers. I probably had over 200 hits. I think he had like a 340 average season. So yeah, why don't we try that out? Donnie Baseball. Okay. Let's see if we could get lucky anywhere else. Let's see, LA, let's see, Sax and Scioscia were on the team. I don't think either had over 200 hits, nor I don't think either played for Houston or New York. So that wouldn't work. Let's see, Clemens was on the Smithers team, so why don't we fill that in right here? All right, so we have a row filled with players from the Smithers' 1992 Springfield softball team. Let's go ahead and, I know I mentioned Zach Wheeler as a possibility for New York Philly. I'm going to go with a name that's a little near and dear to my heart, which is Len Dykstra. Maybe it's Lenny Dykstra. There we go. Nail. So he would have started his career with the Mets, played for the 86 team, Also played for I think it was the 1992 Phillies team that lost to the World Series against the Blue Jays. Speaking of that, let's stick with the 92 Phillies team. And let's see if John Kruk is going to fulfill that slot. No, shouldn't have done it. Okay. Well, there goes the perfect grid. Let's see. Okay, LA 200 hits. Let's go with Duke Snider. Why the heck not? Oh, all right. Did I spell Snyder wrong? Indeed, I did. Okay. Surely he had to. No, he never had over 200 hits in a season. That's surprising. All right. Well, let's see. Okay, so I'm down 2. Okay, we'll go ahead and play it safe. We'll go with Piazza. Mike Piazza. Imagine this will be a pretty popular choice. There you go. Oh man, look at that mullet. It's sweet. Let's go ahead and see if Richie Ashburn may have accomplished that feat. Okay, there you go. Like I said, I believe it was a 350 season, so it's hard to hit for that average and not get 200 hits. Okay, LA 200. I mean, with such a storied franchise, you figure there have to be one of their great players that have had over 200 hits. We'll go with Gil Hodges. Why the heck not? Oh no, I failed. 6 out of 9. So I'm a little below average today. Oh, that's interesting. Possible answers. It's showing you the possible answers. That's Jackie Robinson. Dang it. Scherzer, a popular answer. Jimmy Rollins for the 200 hits. But now this is interesting. He shows you the possible answers. So I could see this is a nice feature. All the different Dodgers that had over 200 hits. And look at that. Steve Sachs, one of the Smithers 9, did in fact have over 200 hits. Zach Wheat, Jackie Robinson, Willie Keeler. Okay. Sweet. Well, 6 out of 9. Not my best showing. But nonetheless, I had fun. Learned a couple of things, and I really like this add-on by Baseball Reference. I think it really kind of adds another dimension to the game in terms of maybe giving you some facts that you didn't know before. So in any case, I'm going to take a break here. Going to hit the road for a few days, but hopefully I'll be back to do another puzzle. And yeah, we'll try to do a little better than 6 for 9 next time. Okay, take care, y'all.